college football season is getting closer. We have kickoff in about a month. It is August 1st for me today, so it's getting close, man. And I wanted to drop my preseason Heisman predictions, the 5 finalists, and obviously the winner in today's video. But before we get into these predictions, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. It does help out the channel a ton. And let's get into the video. So at number 5, I have Notre Dame quarterback C.J. Carr. I think a lot of people consider C.J. Carr kind of underrated last year. I think some people obviously know about him now, but I think the season he had from the start, from where he played at Miami to the way he ended it, I thought he was fantastic. I thought he got better as the season went along. He had 24 touchdowns and 6 picks last year. Very efficient, and I think he's just going to continue to get better. And obviously, this Notre Dame team is a national championship caliber roster, in my opinion, as well. At number 4, I have Jeremiah Smith, Ohio State wide receiver. Everyone knows about Jeremiah Smith, arguably one of the best wide receiver prospects we have ever seen in college football. And coming through the high school ranks, everyone knew this guy was going to be a great player. Is going to play a long time in the NFL. The Heisman running. Now, I kind of wanted to choose between Julian Sayin and Jeremiah Smith, but I decided to go Smith because I do think he is going to have a massive year. At number 3, I have Ole Miss quarterback Trinidad Chambliss. We know how good Chambliss was with how good he performed in the college football playoff and some of the regular season games, like the game versus Georgia. He had a fantastic start. Obviously, they ended up losing that game in the regular season to beating Georgia in the playoff, which was incredible. Really playing well versus Miami. Had an opportunity late. If they had arguably 10 seconds, they could have probably won that game. That's how good Chambliss is. And I really think he has the poise, and I think he's the caliber of quarterback. That factor, how well he played in the playoff, he deserves to be on this Heisman finalist list, in my opinion. Really good player. Ole Miss is going to be a playoff caliber team again, and he'll be leading the way for them. At number 2, I have Miami's quarterback Darian Mensah. Last season, he had 34 touchdowns, 6 picks. Unbelievable year for him at Duke. Obviously won the ACC last year, the conference championship game. And Darian Mensah was one of the best quarterbacks in the country. I was kind of high on him if he entered the draft last year, but obviously he ended up transferring and going to Miami. So you think it's going to work out well when he won the ACC at Duke with less talent. Now you're going to put him in a system that has a lot of talent, that has everything you need in a quarterback system, an offensive line, run game. I think Darian Mensah is going to be one of the guys that could lift up this trophy. I'm very confident saying that. And playing in the ACC, I think there's a lot of games where he can get some humongous stat games. I really expect a great year for him. Number 1, I have to put this guy as the Heisman winner for me in preseason. It's Dante Moore. Now, Dante Moore decided to come back to college, and I really do think he had a draft grade of being a top 10 pick in the NFL draft last year. Like, I really do believe that. And I think him coming back signals that he wants to help Dan Lanning win a national championship at Oregon. He wants to get Oregon's first national championship. I think the money factor, it is what it is. I actually think he probably would have made more money in the NFL if he was a top 10 pick, of course. So I think he came back because he had a mission. I don't think he liked how he lost versus Indiana and how Oregon got clowned on for losing that way to Indiana, and how they lost versus Ohio State the previous year. I think that leaves a bad taste in Dante Moore's mouth, and I think he wants to prove that he can win a national championship and be a guy that can win the Heisman Trophy, that can get over the hump for Oregon. We haven't seen anyone do it for Oregon. I think he's a guy that can. Very talented team, very good quarterback. He threw for 30 touchdowns and 10 picks last year. Really impressive. I really like Dante Moore to win this award this year. I feel like that's a pretty confident pick. I feel that's a safe pick, honestly. Who knows what can happen? College football is crazy. Injuries happen. Teams are very good. Some teams are, aren't as good as what we think they are in preseason. Who knows? But let me know what you guys think. Who is your Heisman winner, your preseason Heisman winner? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.